What's going on, everybody? It's Physical Friday, and this is a special Physical Friday because we are in the 10,000 push-up challenge. So if you are in, that is fantastic. I'm really happy to have you here. One of the questions that we have had quite often is associated with the connection between Captains for Clean Water and the 10,000 push-up challenge. What in the world do push-ups have to do with clean water, and how can you help Florida's water problem by doing push-ups? Okay, I get it. On the surface, it doesn't seem like a very clear connection. So let me spell it out. If you think of it as a metaphor, that is the way to think about it. And the definition of a metaphor is a thing regarded as representative or symbolic of something else. So the 10,000 push-up challenge sounds impossible to a lot of people. And for some people, it actually might be impossible to do 10,000 push-ups, or at least you don't want to. I get it. And some people tell me 10,000 push-ups in the month of February. I've not done 10,000 push-ups in my entire life. How do you expect me to do them in February? Okay, well, there's a lot of ways. Okay, if you look at it and you think about the 10,000 push-up challenge, there are ways that you can break it up into smaller sets. You can do that consistently over time, or you can work together with others to complete 10,000 push-ups. So when you think about it like that there are, let's get creative about the solution here. There are other ways to do it than you just doing 10,000 push-ups in a row. Okay, that seems like a really difficult thing to do, and it is a really difficult thing to do. But if you either break it into small sets, or you break it into small sets and then you remain consistent over time, or you bring some other people and work together, you can absolutely accomplish this. Okay, so Florida's water crisis is very, very similar to this. In Florida, we have a problem that stems from Lake Okeechobee. Lake Okeechobee has runoff, and the water used to flow south through the Everglades, natural flow. That's been blocked. So a lot of the Everglades does not receive any fresh water. It's crucial to the Everglades that they receive fresh water. That's how the Everglades live. Everglades is the river of grass. It's a river, slow-flowing river that flows all down through South Florida. When you cut that flow off, certain areas are going to become very, very high in salinity, so high in salinity that nothing can live there. At the same time, you'll have the St. Lucie and Caloosahatchee rivers will be the vehicle to dump a lot of fresh water when we get a lot of rain or a hurricane or any kind of overflow. A lot of the water flows out to the sides of Florida, creating problems. There's too much fresh water in those areas. That carries with it a lot of effluent and fertilizer and other things. And we have seen big algae blooms blow up out there and all sorts of problems, including huge fish kills and lots and lots and lots of problems. So in certain areas, you have way too much fresh water, while in other areas, you have no fresh water whatsoever. That's a problem. All of these problems seem very, very complicated, very, very complex, and almost impossible to solve. Just like the 10,000 push-up challenge. It seems impossible unless you break it into small projects, remain consistent, or work together with others. You can work together with others by using your voice, using your vote, and we can all make a huge difference in making sure that we can solve this water problem that we have. There are already solutions in place. We just have to make sure that they actually happen. That's what Captains for Clean Water does, and that's what the 10,000 push-ups challenge is all about. It's about remaining consistent, doing small things over a period of time, and then working with others to use our voice or our vote or our muscles to accomplish something that seemed impossible. So that's the first thing about the push-up challenge and the 10,000 the push-up challenge and the Florida water crisis, that it's a metaphor. Okay. Second is that when you get the 10,000 push-up challenge will create awareness about the Florida water problems. awareness, because people are going to see on Instagram or whatever, they're going to see, what are all these fishermen doing push-ups for? I don't understand it. Okay. That leads to questions. Questions lead to conversations, and you can say, oh, well, I'm doing these push-ups to create awareness around the Florida water issues. Oh, I didn't know Florida had water issues. It could go something like that. Or Florida's water issues, they'll never fix that. Okay. Leads to another conversation. So awareness of the actual issue is one thing, nationwide, worldwide, because Instagram, you can see this stuff everywhere. And we have over 500 people that have come to the page. And so there's a lot of people doing this challenge. So that spreads. That's what viral videos are, I guess. So a lot of people will end up seeing this. Some people will end up seeing people do push-ups. They will ask questions. They will learn about the issue, and then they'll take action maybe. Okay. So the awareness is great. Another way there could be awareness is if you said, somebody's like 10,000 push-ups. Why in the world would you do 10,000 push-ups? Leads to a conversation. I'm doing it to raise awareness. Or you could go to someone and you could say, hey, I'm interested in doing this. Would you be on my team to do the 10,000 push-up challenge? 10,000 push-up challenge. Why would I want to be on your team? There's a conversation. It leads into a conversation that you can have to create awareness around the Florida water issues. Once the awareness has been created, you can educate. Once you sign up for Captains for Clean Water's newsletter, you get information. You can read this information. You can make your own choice what you should do or what you think is right or what you think you want to do for the state of Florida in the future. Do you want to vote with water in mind? Do you want to write a letter to your congressman to say that you think this is important? That's up to you. But we have created awareness, and then now we're educating people on the water issue. Okay. Then you can make your own choice what you want to do with it. But that's what that's the connection between the 10,000 push-up challenge and Captains for Clean Water and the water issues in Florida. It is a metaphor. It creates awareness, and then it allows us to educate through the use of, information, studies, things that are going on. And then if you're still interested and you're in this corner, take action. You can take action by, voting with water in mind, or in the case of the Senate bill that almost passed, a lot of people went to Tallahassee and made their voice heard, and actual big changes. Big changes happened because people like you and me take action because we're educated and we're aware and interested. Okay, so that's the 10,000 push-up challenge. That's the best explanation I can come up with about why anybody would want to do push-ups and how that has anything to do with the Florida water issues. You can also just be in the 10,000 push-up challenge because you want to see if you can do 10,000 push-ups. That's perfectly fine as well. Okay, so that's the 10,000 push-up challenge explanation of why we do this with Captains for Clean Water. I hope you're in the 10,000 push-up challenge for that reason or for any other reason. Your own personal reasons, that's cool. But it's a cool challenge. And again, you can do it with any size team or you can do it individually. We're glad to have you. If you haven't signed up, go to tomrowlandpodcast.com/pushups and you can get in the 10,000 push-up challenge today. All right, that's it. See ya.